Hey guys, so this tutorial is focusing on really yellow gold, and it's pretty awesome, but it can be tricky with fair skin. So yes, we're starting with the NYX Proof It Eye Primer, putting that all over the eye area, working it in with my fingers. The usual eye primer is really important for my hooded eyes. And this is the Makeup Forever eyeshadow M534, and it's just a cream beigey type of shade. I'm setting all of that eye primer, but it's a little bit dark for my brow bone area, so I'm taking a lighter shade and putting that right around there and in the inner corner as well. We just want to set that primer so that it's not too sticky and everything goes on smoothly. And now I'm taking a beautiful transition shade, a warm brown from MORPHE. This was also in the very first MORPHE palette with Jaclyn Hill. I'm taking it and putting that in my outer third of the crease, and this is just using a fluffy brush and working that in there. I spent quite a bit of time just blending that shade out, making sure everything looks nice and smooth and soft. I just wanted to make sure that there were no harsh lines and everything looked very sort of dreamy and smooth. Now I'm taking one of my favorite deep eyeshadows. This is MAC EMBARK, a nice deep brown. With a smaller fluffy brush, I'm just laying that in that same area, but keeping it closer to the lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that shade into the other shade using the same fluffy brush we were using earlier. I keep going back to this fluffy brush, you'll see, with every shade that I lay down, just to make sure all of the edges are blended and everything's blending into the other shades. I switch back and forth between like circular motions and back and forth motions. Now I'm taking a really warm orangey red with a small smudger pencil type of brush underneath the lower lash line, and I'm just sweeping that back and forth, working that in. And you see I went back to my fluffy brush and utilizing that to really blend. Now I'm taking a lighter orangey shade, just because I can, and softening that up. You really want it to look nice and sort of blown out. I'm taking EMBARK, which we used earlier, and putting that on the outer half of the lower lash line, and with that same pencil brush. So now I quickly spritzed my little liner angled brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going into MAC Amber Lights, which is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows. And I'm using this liner brush to carve out the crease, and I'm going to do like a half cut crease where I bring it in from the inner corner and carve out the rainbow shape, but I don't bring it all the way to the outer corner. I bring it halfway through, and I'm taking a flat shader brush. You can continue using the liner brush if you'd like, but I wanted this soft flat shader brush just to sweep this onto the lid. And now I'm just blending that into the EMBARK shade that we had earlier with my fluffy brush. I'm taking a very light yellow shade from Makeup Geek with my pencil brush, and I'm putting that onto the inner corner, and I'm also blending that up into like above the cut crease area. Now I'm taking my Trophy Wife shade, the star of the show, and we're starting to bring that shade into the look. I'm not being too precise with it. I really want it to kind of be everywhere. It's beautiful glitter, so I'm layering that. And I tightlined and put a kohl liner in my waterline, and now I'm taking a liquid liner and I'm doing a basic wing with that, I went over this with my liner again, but now I'm just cleaning up the edge, making that nice and sharp. I think I took a little bit of concealer from NARS, and I'm just cleaning up that wing, throwing on some mascara. You are free to use some falsies if you'd like. I rarely use falsies, so yes. I'm taking more of that Trophy Wife shade and putting that underneath my lower lash line. I want it to be super glittery and intense, so throughout I kind of add more and more. I'm taking some primer. You use whatever is suitable for your skin type. I have large pores, so I'm using one to minimize it. Here is where I notice a giant bug crawling on my wall. So I'm staring at that and decide to smash it. But I'm actually putting on a little bit of my Cover FX highlighting drops Moonlight. It's a very intense highlighter, but I just blended it in with my beauty blender. And now I'm going in with a soft matte foundation from YSL and taking a little bit of my NARS soft matte complete concealer underneath the eyes. And I'm going to set that concealer with my MAC Emphasize powder, which is a very nice brightening powder. And now I'm going to lightly bronze slash contour with my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. And finally, to the star of the show, we're taking Trophy Wife and putting that on the cheeks. I'm going to connect it to the eye look and bring it along the temples, but I'm really buffing it into the skin. If you have light skin especially, you want to make sure you can't really see where it starts and stops. And it's basically a glitter. Another tip for really pulling off Trophy Wife is to tie it throughout the look. So I also bring it along my collarbone area, and I just think it ties the whole thing together. I threw on some lipstick from Pat McGrath. It is the 1995 shade, one of my favorite neutral lipsticks. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new, join my Cake Face family by subscribing. We would love to have you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Alright, catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.